everyone, it's Emily Waffles, and I am here to rank all of the music videos that I've made since 2016 in order by how much I like them. If you haven't seen my music videos, there is a playlist in the description. You don't have to watch all of them if you want to, understand. I mean, I'll put clips on screen and everything, but I feel like you should if you got the time. There's 7 of them. So I do these every August, and I just try and show off the game and all my friends. I'm just gonna put them in order based off what I think. Your opinion might be different, but yeah, let's go. Let's start with the music video from 2016, the very first one that I did. This video really is a classic that just started it all. I made this over a few days just as a loyal player wanting to showcase the friends I've made and the fun I've had. I wasn't focused on showing the game too much, I was more focused on showing off my friends with the game as a background. The song is a really good one, although it is one of the 2 non-Galantis songs that I chose for the music videos in the future. I still think it fits really well. On and On is amazing. I actually found it through one of my friends at the time. One thing I love about this, like I said earlier, I just made it from my heart. It's pure. I don't like this part though. I edited it because I had nothing else for it. It's just us play space walking and disc golf trying to see how far out we go. It doesn't really look good in the video. Another thing I'm not crazy about is how simple it is. It was my first one, let's remember that, but I could have really done more with the experience I have looking back, but I still really enjoy this one. This is number 4 out of 7. Now let's move on to 2017's. Honestly, this is probably my favorite out of all of them. There's a few reasons for this. 1, the song is one of my favorites I've done in these. Here's the introduction to Galantis. It fits so well. The lyrics talk about not caring about anything else, just live for where you are right now. The breaks in the chorus to add more shots is so great. I haven't found a song that allows that since. Here's where I really start to find my groove in these. This is also where I try and showcase the game. In this one, I show what I didn't have a chance to show off last time, plus everything new that got added. The dance scene isn't great, but that makes sense as it's still one of my first ones, but I still like it. Also, no streamer cam yet. We'll get more stable shots later. This is also the second longest music video out of all of them. It took me a long time to complete, like 2 weeks. I not only wanted to showcase the game, but I wanted to show off my friends. I expanded my friend group as you can see, and I wanted to show them all. I love seeing them so much in this. So this is ranked number 1. Let's move on to 2018's. This is another great one, another amazing Galantis song. Revolution was so great for this. One of my favorite things I did in a music video was the dance scene in this one. The choreographed moves were simple but perfect, and it was such a good addition. Another thing I love is all the ending scenes with everyone dancing. Seeing that makes me smile so much. Just look at them. Look at how great and pure my friends are. This music video is the first one where I'm focusing on showcasing what's new since the previous year while still giving my friends a spotlight. Not only do I show all the new stuff, but all the fun times I've had with these amazing people. I think the stability of the shots could still be improved, but I still don't have a streamer cam. You can see how much I've improved since this last one, but it's still one of my favorites. Did you know that that video has a bloopers and making a video to go with it? It's in the description, check it out. I just love this video even still. I rank this number 3. Let's move on to 2019's. Welcome to the introduction of the streamer cam. Can you tell? The shots have greatly improved stability and quality. It's weird how this is going, but this is also one of my favorites. Bones is another amazing Galantis song. I dislike love songs for these, but sometimes the song is too good not to use. I also tried putting what was on screen to match up with what was being said in the song at times, like the skeleton from when it said Bones. I'm just so proud of this one. One part that makes me tear up every time, it's this one. This is the year that Star and I started dating and being around all my friends with that line. It's not fair, it's what it is. One thing that bugs me about this one is the lighting in the dance scene. It is so bright. Also the position of the streamer cam. These are things that I fix later on in later videos. This was such a tough one to rank. I really consider the previous year being my second favorite, but with all the improvements, the quality, how it makes me feel when I watch it, this takes the second place spot. We'll call 2018's a very close third. So yeah, this ranks number 2. Now it's time to look at 2020's. This is a pretty good one, but I think it doesn't do as well overall in my opinion. I do enjoy the song for this one, more Galantis. Firebird is a good addition. This is one of the shorter ones. The original song is 4 minutes, but I cut it down, which is hard to tell. I did a good job on that. The dance scene was pretty standard. Nothing really of note except for Corbin's hilarious dance moves. Like, I laugh every time I look at them. One thing that I love that I did on this one is, again, put what's on screen from what's being said in the song like the last one. Let's name them. We started at the cinema was completely intentional using the drive-in, so yep. Even the next line, which is Tear of Dancing, was intentional, but the next one, Hands in the Wind, actually wasn't. It was a coincidence. Stuff like that happens a lot, actually. The boys are calling shotgun again with the shotgun and Delco. That was so intentional. I loved that lined up like that. Shaking like a tambourine for Music Club is also intentional. And Under the Sky for the Moods chip is also intentional. One thing that I don't like about this video is that there are multiple visual bugs that were going on in the game at the time, which were not my fault, they just happened to be there. You see like the pixelated avatars for one, the black furniture for the other. Another is that there really was a shortage of Rec Room originals to film compared to previous years. Little did I know that would become common as time went on. It has some good and bad parts to it. I ranked this one number 6. Let's move on to 2021's. Welcome to the shortest video of them all. I couldn't find a good or fitting Galantis song for this year's, so I went with a Madian one. I do love You're On, but I'm not sure how it fits with the rest of the music videos. This is a year I struggled the most with finding good things to include. I was so used to filming new Rec Room originals that I had to get creative and think of other things to include. This year was the most sparse for new Rec Room originals. Just to fill time, I included some contest rooms of that year. I think I made the best of what I had though. The dance scene is another standard one, nothing really to note. I mean, one thing I do like to note is that you can see how my friend group expands as these go on. You see some names show up one year, and then they're back the next. Really could have done better with this one. I don't dislike it, I just like it the least out of all of them. So this is ranked number 7. RIP. And now for the most recent one, 2022. We're back with Galantis for the most recent one, thank goodness. They finally put out a good song that year that fit really well. My only complaint is that it's a love song. I still dislike those for these, but it fits so well, Run is so good. Glad to get the same feeling from the same artist back. I'll be honest, the August that I did this was the busiest August I've had for all of these. It was a mixture of that and the fact that I do these every year for 6 years. Now resulted in a burnout that kept me from doing my best, which I should have. Again, for what I had, I still think it turned out pretty good. You can tell from this one and the last one that I am also showcasing events as well as updates since the previous year, like the Arts Festival, League of Heroes, and the prom event. It's another sparse year for Rec Room Originals, but I expect that now. I was really happy to include Showdown though, it made it just in time, I was so stressed. You do see Delco a lot in this video, and that in itself is not a negative. Delco is great, okay? But like I said, it's because I was so busy that month and I didn't set aside proper time to film with my friends like I normally do. Like I schedule with them, but I was just so busy. That's on me. That's my fault. I wanted to include more varieties of friends, but I just didn't have the time. I mean, Delco did such a good job as anyways though. Another thing is I wanted to have a little more variety of shots, which could have also been solved by filming more, Emily, God. One thing I love about the dance scene are my moves specifically, and the fact that I added invisible collision behind me for the first time so you could actually see everyone better and no one stuck behind me. It's still a good one, but I know I could have done better. This one's ranked number 5. And here's the final standing. Woohoo! Look at them, in that order that I chose, I guess. And that's all of them. So thank you all so much for watching. The link to the playlist is still in the description. I just want you to tell me which of yours was your favorite out of all of them. If you want to rank them too, go ahead in the comments, I'll look at them. But I'm very curious to see which one you like the most. So please let me know. And that's about it. Subscribe if you want. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.